What's up everyone, Kinetic here. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 more ways that you can improve your buildings in Minecraft. So starting off with the first one, we have vines. So this one was actually recommended to me in the comments of the first part, which I would definitely recommend checking out. It's in the top corner of your screen right now. And it was a really good really good suggestion. So I figured I would try putting it on my house and see how it looks. Much better. As you can see, the vines don't really do much. You can climb them, but really, it just adds more of that texture that I was talking about last video. Again, check it out. And it just makes your house look a little bit more if you're going for a more kind of dungeony style. So the second one is torch replacement. Torch replacement is actually a really big deal um, that I don't see enough in houses. Uh, what I mean by torch replacement is you see how this torch right here. If I wanted a more dark, mysterious kind of style, how the house is very bright on the inside right now, I can take out these torches and replace them with something like this, which is a redstone torch, and it still puts out light. If I were to set it to nighttime, you can see that it still puts out a little bit of light, but it's not so harsh, and it kind of goes with this kind of, broken ruin that is the style of this house. There are a couple different kinds of lighting sources that you can use now with the addition of lanterns. So if you wanted more of that kind of style, you can certainly do that. And then the last one would be end rods. Now, end rods are, found in the end, of course, and they look really good on more future, like modern style, more futuristic style houses. So, I mean, it wouldn't really go with this house, but it still does look pretty cool. And you can also even use them as flowers if you want, and put them like that, which actually looks pretty cool, and I think I'm going to leave it like this. So, you mean, I would just think about replacing your torches with, maybe more something that would fit the style of the house. The third thing is actually also another torch thing, but instead of replacing them, it's just kind of adding on to them. So you can do this with pretty much any torch. It's as simple as that. But it looks like, just don't miss. It gives the effect and illusion that there's like a torch holder there, and so it kind of defines the torch a little bit more. I actually have a selection of different blocks that I would recommend using outside. So you have, of course, the anvil. This is this polished blackstone brick slab. So I would recommend slabs if you're gonna not use an anvil, and then stone slabs. And these just all kind of look. Of course, the best one I think, in my opinion, is the anvil because you can also turn it upside down. But this is, you know, it's my favorite one right here. But you can also use these if you don't have um, tons of iron to spare, because anvils are expensive as far as iron's concerned. You can pretty much build yourself a couple sets of armor with the same amount of material they would take to build a an anvil, which is a lot to spend, especially for a decorative piece. Okay, so this next one's a little bit more complicated, but it makes it can make your house look really cool. So it's a display. So what you can do is you can set up your armor and then just take some glass and kind of make like a museum display. I mean, you don't even technically need the glass. Oh, I'm just breaking my house now. So you don't even really need the glass, and you can make really cool things like this. And you can also use item frames and put swords or whatever in there, pretty much whatever you want, and make pretty cool little accents to your house. And it also stores your armor. You can come up to these and take off the helmet, put it back on whenever you're not using it. And if you're not using it, it looks pretty cool. This last little tip is a little bit functional, I guess you could say. It is, if you hadn't already guessed from the two paintings, it is a secret room. So secret rooms are really cool, but they're kind of hard to find, which is, of course, why they're a secret. They're incredibly simple to make. In fact, I have a display out here that kind of shows one of the more common ones I've seen. So it's just a painting, and then on the back there's just two signs, and it functions as a doorway. So you can kind of hide where, your chest would be. If you were to just walk in here, you would think it's a decoration. But the person who owns the house, however, can walk back here and get their diamonds, and no one would know. Unless you watch this video, of course. Then, I kind of spoiled it, didn't I? So that was 5 more ways you can improve your building in Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I always find that these kind of informational videos always super helpful, especially if you can actually understand them. Um, you see the memes all the time where it's like, this is the build, of course, and how it actually turns out is never like that. And the goal of these is to kind of, you know, actually help. So that is pretty much going to conclude it for this video. There might be a part 3. I want to say there probably is going to be. So be sure to look out for that so you don't miss it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. And give this video a like so I can see that you guys like this series. So that is going to conclude it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Kinetic out.